So Jim Jones has something very interesting to say today. It seems like he's starting a rapper versus soldier debate. And before I get into my personal opinion on how I feel about all of this, let me explain what I'm talking about. So Jim Jones said on a podcast that being a rapper is more dangerous than being a soldier. Interesting. So there's this veteran that has something to say about all that, where he says, heard the comments you made about being a rapper is harder than fighting a war in Iraq. You're allowed to have your opinion without any facts nor truth to it, but as a vet and a hip-hop fan, I find it extremely disrespectful and ignorant. Here's some facts. My unit, which fought in Iraq 2004, lost more Marines in 2 months than rappers in the past 3 years. Keep talking, but there is zero comparison. Stay with me, y'all. I know it's a lot, but Jim Jones went on to say, here are facts. Every dude I grew up with is either dead or in jail. So you want to compare death tolls? It won't add. You went to army and met dudes you never knew or grew up with. I grew up with all these dudes all my life, so it hit different. You want to continue this debate? Y'all was shooting at kids and innocent bystanders in the midst of shooting at the enemy. We was kids shooting at kids, and that mentally split over to success. Remember, you knew who your enemies were. We don't. And everybody knows who we are because of our notoriety. So how you protect yourself from enemies you can't see? We all were. I'm pretty sure he meant to say wear. We all wear the same uniform. Everyone is drippy. But y'all had American uniforms on and the enemy had their uniforms on. First of all, you spelled their wrong. Like, come on, bro. You had the choice of going to war. We didn't. We was at war when we was born. Let the church say. Okay, first of all, so I got a couple of things to say about that. First of all, being a rapper is a choice. I don't know what you're talking about. 2, not all rappers come from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Not all rappers have a hard upcoming. Not all rappers come from the ghetto. Not all rappers come from a war when they're born. You know what I'm saying? Like, that part I don't really understand that. Being a rapper is a choice. What are you talking about? But at the same time, I kind of understand what he's talking about when he talks about how soldiers have their uniforms on and the enemy doesn't. Where in the rapper's world, they don't know who their ops are. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. But after Jim Jones made that comment, this dude went on to make a whole video responding to Jim Jones. And here's a little bit of that clip.
So if you're trying to make a difference in that lifestyle, then go ahead and do so. But you don't have to assault a whole group of people in doing so, especially military women and men that go out there fighting the country for the sake of us, especially when they did it after 9/11. We were directly attacked and we made the decision to go out there and fight for our country. Not no man's war, none of that. And we knew we were going to war on top of that. Yeah, you could get PTSD in the hood as well as in there and over there and overseas. But the fact of the matter is once you come across that, you should be able to relate to it. Come on, man. You can make your point without having to disrespect a whole bunch of people. You know, I have nothing but respect for you and love for you. But if you're going to go out there and try to make a point, do so without disrespecting me and my brothers and sisters.
So yeah, this is definitely an interesting debate, yo. Now, in terms of my opinion on all of this, like, I'm kind of on the fence because I understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? I understand both viewpoints. Now, me, I have a father who's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was in the Navy back in the 70s, and I just have a lot of respect for them. But at the same time, I've never been a rapper, and I'm not an ex-Marine or ex-soldier. So literally, I have no idea what it's like to be a rapper, especially a street rapper, as opposed to being a veteran. You know, I don't know. So I don't really have a say in that, but I do understand where Jim Jones is coming from because with all these rappers dying nowadays, especially with social media, does make it an easier target, but at the same time, it's nobody else's fault but you if you put yourself out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, once you're a celebrity, that's it. You got a target on your back, but you choose to post certain things on social media. When it comes to that part, you don't have to have any social media. You could be a celebrity or a rapper and be very low key, but at the same time, being in the war in Iraq, bruh, come on. I understand the ops that are after you. People just be hating. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch over your shoulder. Like I said, again, especially if you're a street rapper. Jim Jones is a street rapper. So it's like, I understand where he's coming from with that. And I'm sure he lived a rough lifestyle. But like that guy said, he didn't have to say all that while mentioning veterans. You know what I'm saying? While mentioning it's tougher than being a soldier or being in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to mention that. You had to have known you were going to get some backlash from that, bro. I'm sure being in the war in Iraq is not something that's easy. It's not something that isn't dangerous. Like, that shit is probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can only imagine what it's like. Call me ignorant, but I just think about Call of Duty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nonstop warfare. Like, that shit is traumatizing, bro. I really want to know your guys' opinion on this, though. Because I'm really, you know what I'm saying? I understand both viewpoints, so it's tough. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.